Welcome back, everybody, to the Speakeasy Podcast. My name is Victor, and this
My
is
name
Joey.
is Joey. Yes, of course I am.
And as always, I think we should start out with a brief intro of what we're going to do today, Joey.
Of course. Now, we are gonna be rocking out for the first time in Speakeasy history, as we're going to be covering AM by Arctic Monkeys. Arctic Monkeys. Then we are gonna be going, obviously, onto the last call, where we answer some personal, deep, or just thought-provoking questions. But first, let's catch up a little bit, my man.
Yes, let's do it. First of all, cheerios, my good sirs.
Good point. Yeah. All right.
I am back to the whiskey.
I have gone down another path. I have gotten a Belgian specialty beer. It's a specialty blonde called Triple,
Castell.
which is very nice. Castile. Yeah, it's Castle.
Yeah. What did you say? Sorry, what type of beer is it? It looks like
it's a blonde. It's a
blonde.
specialty blonde. Yes.
Nice. Looks nice. Look good head on it.
Yep.
Look good.
It's called Triple.
Triple. Oh.
Triple. Yep.
Give us a taste test. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Yes, the glass and everything.
Oh, that's so good. Fuck.
All right. Very good. Very good. Cheerios, my good sir. Good sirs.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right. Now then.
How have you been?
I've been good. I've actually we're leaving for a vacation soon, and so to get ourselves in shape and to because we're going to be walking a lot, and also to make sure that we are in best possible condition before, we have decided to set a goal and burn 1,000 active calories each day. We all have an Apple Watch, and so that's been a lot of fun. It's also been it was harder in the beginning than I thought it was. Like mine was set to 700, and that was not really. I could do that without actually having to put in extra effort. I feel.
Yeah.
But 1,000 is actually a lot, and so it's good. I'm averaging 13,000 steps now to make it through.
Solid.
Luckily, the weather has been good, so it's been nice just walking.
The weather has been amazing.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah,
that's nice
for sure.
So I've been doing that. That's been a lot of fun.
Very nice.
Other than that, I took my grandma and my mom on our yearly flower tour. We have each year we have a certain Danish flower that comes up. I think probably in other countries as well, but and it's called an anemone in Danish, and my mom is named after it actually. And so each year when they come out of the blossom. We go out and we take a little walk in the forest where we know they bloom, and then we go have a nice lunch. So we did that. That was very, very lovely. We got to sit at the ocean and watch the water. It was nice and sunny. So solid. That was very good. Solid.
Very nice week. Sounds very nice.
How about you?
We had a what's that called? A goodbye party, I suppose.
Sending off party.
Yeah, just for one of my girlfriend's friends from Australia that were here for a few months.
Oh, that sounds nice.
So they hired a boat, like a boat for the canals.
Oh, yes.
That we went on. I had some drinks on, which was very nice.
That sounds nice.
Then we invited them over for dinner a few days later, and after that they left. They went back to the land down under. Other than that, just been pretty easy week. Just chilling.
That's good.
Yeah, just been focusing on pumping out some TikTok content. So go check it out, idiots. Yeah,
that's good.
But,
sounds good.
Yeah, but that's one thing that I wanted to touch upon.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Zelda leaks? Apparently, it leaked early, like 2 weeks before launch day.
I only saw a headline, and I didn't want to click because I wanted that is one of the games where I want to go in and know as little as possible. I watched the trailers; it looks amazing.
I know, it's so cool. Yeah, I remember us playing Breath of the Wild. That was fun.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah, but apparently it got prematurely sold to some people. Then some people put it sold it, and then other people started to pirate it, and then it got onto the web. So Nintendo was not happy.
Oh, and Nintendo is one of the few companies that gives zero fucks and will just strike everything and take you to court and make you pay millions and millions. So don't mess with Nintendo. That's what I'm gonna say.
No, do not mess with Nintendo.
But that's. I mean, it's sad because it's probably the most anticipated game of the last few years. I think.
Yeah. Could be.
So that's kind of sad that it's been leaked, but. I'm definitely down to play
it. Still playing it for sure. Yeah.
We do have something else that we need to talk about. The Formula One. We haven't caught up in a while, you know.
The weekly touch-up.
Yes.
Well, it's been gone for a month.
So. Yeah, so here we go. Now,
what a snooze fest.
Yeah.
I think I watched the first 5 minutes and then just nothing happened. So I was just on my phone. Then I watched the pit stops and still nothing happened. And so it was so boring.
Yeah.
The sprint was terrible.
Yes.
Like the whole format is not good.
No.
And then the worst thing that was in the race, someone hadn't pitted yet the whole race, so they had to come in. There was cameramen standing on the pit lane, just waiting to get run over. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, they did afterwards go out and say that's got to be changed, and they're gonna look at the incident and la la la. But yeah, how is that allowed to happen? It's $1 billion industry. Right. It's like, what do you mean? You could
Yeah, fucking ridiculous. That was madness. People could have literally died there.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, for sure. If you get the pit lane speed is like 90 or some shit like that. So
yeah, it's still fast as hell.
You know,
and it's not like it's a blunt thing. It's like it has hella edges.
Yeah.
So you'll lose a leg instantly.
And it's fiberglass, so if that splinters, that cuts like a motherfucker. So
yikes! Yeah, madness.
Just in general, what a disaster. Yep. But yeah. But your boy didn't win. What happened?
I don't know.
What's going on here?
I guess Mr. Checo Perez is too good on the streets.
Checo, man, what the hell? He's actually leading now, isn't he? So
no. He's behind 7 points.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's still second.
Oh yeah, because
to be honest, if this keeps up, I mean,
they're gonna have to race for it.
At least have some bit of a battle, unlike last year.
Yeah.
So that would be fun. Yeah,
they have to. I mean, at some point, Horner has to go. Okay, we race for it. There's no way if there's an actual chance.
No fucking way.
That he says.
I hope
Max.
not. I hope not.
No, that's boring as fuck, right? At least give us some sort of like tense ending. But yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, sure. I think Baku in general is not a fun track.
Usually it is actually. Like it used to be so much fun.
I don't know.
I remember. I don't know if the first year it was like 2016 or 15. It was complete and total chaos, and then the years after were pretty fucking good.
I don't know. I just never remember it as anything special. But yeah,
it's a pretty fun track. But yeah,
all right.
Top speed matters a lot, just like a Monza.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That long straight. Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, no, like shock that Red Bull win 1-2.
But there's gonna be 5 races in the next. Because obviously it's already been. But there's gonna be 4 races in the next month. 5 weeks.
Yeah, something like that. Yes.
So that's gonna be fun. So that's gonna be fun.
I saw the Danish Kevin Magnussen went out and said that's probably too cramped, that you have a month where there's no race and then you cramp in 4 and 5 weeks. That's too much. Why?
Well, it was supposed to, because China was supposed to be in between this.
Okay.
So they took out China because still the COVID shit apparently.
Yeah.
But yes, China was supposed to be in between.
But it's still like the planning in general, like the
planning has to be changed.
Yes, and they're talking about adding extra races even and stuff. Like what the where do you get the extra hours, the extra weeks? I know. Like, I don't understand, but yeah.
No, it's the logistics is not good because they go from America back to Europe, back to America, back to Europe. It's stupid. Just do all the races in America back to back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, get it over with, man.
Sense. Like,
it's the jet lag and the toll it takes to fly.
Yeah,
and not to mention the goddamn carbon footprint from shipping cars across the world more than it needs to.
In planes,
for what?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but it's snooze fest. I hope Miami will be better, but I doubt it.
We'll see. Hopefully so.
Yeah, because last year was kind of boring too.
Yeah, true.
Well, all right.
Well,
on to the main event.
Cheerios, my friend.
Cheers.
So, Joey, here we go. Into the main event, and as you say, this is the first time we're gonna be rocking out.
We are gonna be rocking out, yes, sir.
Yeah,
with a classic album. Well, not a class. Well, is it
I think
a classic album
that
already?
is for sure a modern classic. I will say.
Yeah, for sure. With
the Arctic Monkeys, the freezing monkeys. Yes.
Yep. Their nuts be shriveled.
Yes,
because they are in the North Pole or the South Pole. I don't know what the fuck the Arctic is.
Obviously, it's their 2013 album AM. That was their breakthrough in America. That catapulted them into global stardom,
rock stardom. Yeah,
yes.
madness.
First of all, this is not for me a first listen. This is
definitely for me a first listen.
I'll just put it out there. This is one of my favorite albums. I love this album. Almost all of the tracks I've listened to extensively. So, but this was your first full listen, wasn't it?
Yep, for sure. Obviously, I've listened. I've heard some.
Impossible
songs.
Not to have listened to any of them.
I didn't know it was them. Like, because when the songs came on, I was like, it's this song. Yep. But no, I haven't yet. And another great fucking time to be alive to be able to listen to this.
Yes.
So let's just jump into it. Yeah.
We jump into it with track number 1.
Yep.
A monster of a track, a behemoth of a track.
Yep.
It is.
Do I wanna know?
Do I wanna know?
Yep. Okay. Let's address one thing first.
Yes.
I mean, when I listened to this, when I started listening to this earlier this week, I put the album on. I was like, all right, let's get into it. And the first thing I hear is no, and I instantly get transported to fucking TikTok. And obviously, I feel like everyone knows the memes that are like, well, if you're sitting down and titty fucking your sister on an Alabama chair down in South Boston, that's what it's like to drive the new Ford F-150. And it's just this tune on it. It's fucking funny. But fuck, it's such a good song.
The track itself is iconic.
Meme aside, it's so cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is such a simple track. You hear, you have the claps. It almost, for when you don't like, until the bass and the guitar sets in, of course, you almost get the feeling of Queen, "We Will Rock You," right? The claps, like it's just claps and stomps. And
what I noticed is this whole album is very well produced.
Yes,
it's very polished. It's very nice. Yeah,
it's an insane album.
For sure.
It is produced by Josh Homme from the Queens of the Stone Age, I think. He was the one, because most people up until this point knew the Arctic Monkeys as very fast, very typical British rock, UK rock, garage rock almost, like and the story goes that he has this is their 4th album, but for their 3rd album they go to America and they go to Rancho de la Luna, which is just Homme's like ranch, right? And he keeps taunting the frontman, Alex Turner, and he says, well, what you guys do is so easy. It's so easy playing so fast. It's much harder playing slow. It's much harder.
That's funny.
And there's a funny interview where Alex Turner goes, and he just has a way of making you do stuff he wants to do. And so they end up making this, right? But yes. Yeah, what a track.
I feel like it sets such a cool tone for the whole album.
Yes.
To have this as an opening track is fucking amazing.
It's unbelievable. Like it, and the whole theme of the song, the whole like guitar riff, where it's 2 guitars that play the exact same riff but on 2 different guitar models. It gives such a cool sound, and obviously it pans from the left and the right. And it's such a cool track. And
what did you gain from the lyrics?
It is just about him asking himself if he wants to know if, do I want to know
just
what's
a bit paranoid?
Yeah,
just
exactly.
a bit paranoid if like this relation, like, do I want to know what she thinks of this
this
relationship over me?
Yeah,
shit like that. Yeah. Man, it's such a cool track. It's so iconic.
I can tell you that it's not openly like noticeable, but the inspiration for a lot of the tracks on this album is actually hip hop, in the way it's produced. And you can...
I saw that. I saw like a line that said like, it's almost like Dr. Dre. That I don't know if it said it modeled it after or something. But
yeah, they did say that they listened to a lot of Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and like the classic hip hop in the way they build it up, where instead of it being everything at once, they built the drums first and then they built the guitar on top, and then they like kind of added
it's the evolution of the track.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah, I see. Yep,
it's so cool. And like his voice is just so good for this, right?
Voice. Beautiful,
wonderful voice. And the choir in the end, which is obviously the bassist and the drummer, it works so well. The funny thing is, the chorus, like the choir in the chorus was supposed to be Haim, the band Haim, the band with the three sisters, and they had to turn it down because of scheduling conflicts. And there's an interview with the lead songstress from her, and she says that was the worst day of my life, having to call the Arctic Monkeys and tell them I couldn't do it, which is, and I get it, right? Yeah. You know, that's a once in a lifetime thing.
Yep, for sure.
But yeah, what a starting track.
For sure.
For as long as I can remember, Spotify has done the like your top tracks.
Yeah, you're Wrapped. Yeah,
it's been in.
It's on it.
It's on it every time. It's on there every year. It's such a good track.
Fair enough.
Now all then, I will say one thing I did notice for this album, right? It is there are so many questions on it. Like, do I want to know?
Yeah, there's a lot. I saw that. Yeah,
like, I don't know. It works
because I was looking at it and I was like, I was reading a sentence that named all the songs like back to back, and I was like, what are they doing? What are they asking me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's happening here? Yeah.
Yep. So the track number 2, Are You Mine?
Yes.
Yep. I feel like because usually what I feel like not every instrumental does is emphasize the song, like really give the song like extra, like the words that you're telling like extra, like a push in the back.
Yes.
Type of thing. The music definitely just drags the song along in this one, which is very cool in my opinion. But what I just like the song. It's just almost like he just wants to spend all of his time with this girl.
Yeah.
But still he just wants to be sure that this girl feels the same about him as he does about her, because he's just constantly asking, are you mine?
Yeah,
or,
exactly. Yeah,
you know,
exactly. Are you mine now? Now?
Yeah.
Now?
What about now? Yeah.
No, I think what's very cool about this track is the theme is, like you say, it's somewhat corny, kind of very loving, right? He like he says, keep imagining meeting, wished away entire lifetimes, like and usually when bands do this, like a ballad, right? It's a very soft song, but this is an explosive beat with the drums and
the fucking guitar.
Yeah, man, it's so good. I also like how he starts the first verse. I'm a puppet on a string. We all know that feeling, right? Where we'll do whatever it takes, and the other person can just go. I go, yes, of course. I love you.
Master.
Yes, exactly right. And the chorus is so catchy. I go crazy because here isn't where I want to be. It's just so apt.
Oh, it's very sick.
Oh man, and like you say, where the melody follows the chorus, or the chorus follows the melody, it works together so well. It's so good.
It's very good song. I agree.
But yeah, once again, it very simple in reality. It is really just a rock band, right?
A lot of these songs are just extremely simple and straightforward, but I feel like that's what it's got going for it, because then it just lets the whole band shine in that sense, in my opinion.
For sure. And it makes it so there's a wonderful 2 weeks after this album comes out, they headline Glastonbury in and I saw like a YouTube video where it goes, and it is in an act of sheer arrogance, they opened with "Do I Want to Know." And it's been out 2 weeks, right? And there's a fantastic clip where you see 80,000 people just singing along to the guitar riff, and people just screaming it because it's so catchy, it's so simple, and everybody can follow it, right? So I agree. That's definitely it works because it's so simple yet it's so complex, and it's wonderful. Wonderful.
Yep. Exactly.
Now track number 3, Went for the Road.
Yeah. I really like this song.
Yeah,
actually.
very cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's like I just love the vibe of it that it gives. It's like, because to me it kind of it could be looked at in 2 different ways. It's a very literal sense where he is going, like, he's already drunk and he doesn't care, and he's just like, oh well, I'm just still gonna drive home, so give me one for the road.
Yeah.
But then you have the more meaningful one. That's you're in this relationship with someone, and it's not gonna work out, but you don't want to leave. So you just do it one last time, and then it just keeps happening because you're not willing to say goodbye.
Yep.
Because you still want that one for the road. So, but fuck, man, I feel like the bridge is amazing into the guitar solo.
Yes.
It's so good.
It is, by the way, Josh Homme that sings the intro. What? It's yes. It just works on so many levels, right? And I think that's very cool because in some way this is very comparable to hip hop. The way he does the lyrics, where there's multiple meanings behind it, and you know what it says on the surface, right? One for the road is a very common phrase where you go, okay, time to head home. Let's have one for the road. But it's also, okay, I'm leaving you. Now I know there's a long journey ahead. Let's do one for the road, right? And it's just so cool. And like you say, the guitar solo, and the bridge. It just is so good. It's just
so good.
I get like the thing is when you listen to stuff like this, this is the type of album that's a benchmark on production level, because you hear so many people going, well, they don't take as much time making music nowadays. It's all just but there's definitely been
on the computer.
But this album there's definitely been poured countless hours into perfecting the guitar line, the way everything flows together, and so that it just works so well. It's very good.
Yep, for sure.
Now then, track number 4, Arabella.
Another banger of a track.
Yes.
Fuck, man. Oh,
that guitar intro is so cool. Yeah, it's just so good.
I like the chorus is especially sick to me.
Yes,
especially but especially the last bit of the chorus was like where there's like Arabella, and then like, oh, it's so cool.
Yeah. The horizon dries, but it's just not as kind on the eyes.
Yes. It almost gives me like it almost gave me like the, what's it called?
Iron Man. Yes, it's almost like the same sort of guitar. Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah. That's what it kind of gave me the vibes of.
It's so cool. And we all know this feeling, right? We all know the feeling that this girl is just, and
mystical.
Yes.
Mystical. Yeah.
Beautiful, makes every situation
from outer
better.
Space. Yep.
But the way he says it, it's so cool. Like, I sleep better with the sunset is behind her, because like she, it's such a cool image. It's such a cool way of saying.
That was my note. He paints this vivid picture of whoever the fuck this Arabella is, but she sounds fucking mystical.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a magical creature, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And again, the bridge and the guitar solo on this one as well is fucking amazing.
The guitar solo here is through the roof, man. That's some real, but yes. I also love how he just describes it. The verse is just him describing what he loves about her. It's so simple, but it works. Arabella's got a 70s head, but she's a modern lover. That's the exploration. He's just going through like how he gets to know her and all that stuff.
Yep.
So cool.
Exactly.
So cool. Track number 5, I Want It All.
This wasn't the best for me.
I agree.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. It didn't click with me. I don't know why. It just it was a bit underwhelming, in my opinion.
I think the melody is just not as strong, and
it could probably be. I feel again, it's just very straightforward. Like the title says it all. The title basically says it all.
Yeah.
He wants everything that comes with being a rock star, like just all the girls. But yeah, that's I don't know. It's just, it didn't hit for me.
No. I mean, I think they definitely try some different things in this album along the way, and this one is not the most hard hitting for me. Yeah, could be there are some people out there where this is their favorite track. I mean, I could definitely see that, but for me, it is kind of I think it's also because it comes on the heels of 4 amazing tracks,
absolute bangers,
and it's just fireworks of different ways of explaining a relationship and different stages of it. And then you come to this where it's kind of it's not as hard hitting, it's not as explosive. The verses are not as long and as dense, so it kind of feels a bit of a misplaced but yeah. Now then, track number 6, number 1 party anthem.
I thought this was gonna be like a Queen banger of a song.
I know.
But it's the slowest song on the whole album, which is funny as hell.
Yes.
Yeah, it's ironic, but it's a good song. It again paints a very, very vivid picture of what's happening.
Yes.
We're just trying to pick up a girl from a nightclub, and he hasn't met her yet. From what I kind of he's imagining he's gonna pick someone up, and then he's just going through the motions in his whole head about what he thinks is gonna happen.
It's like he's waiting for this song because he feels like he needs the party anthem to get into the mood, and when the song comes on, then I'll make my move, kind of thing, right? And that's what he's making fun at. It's like, well, I'll give you number 1 party anthem, and it's just the slowest track, kind of fun.
Exactly. Like I said, it's all about gaining the courage to get to step on, and then it's just the disappointment of the song.
Yeah.
Well, not disappointment because the song is bad, but the disappointment because you're expecting some fucking boost of adrenaline to be able to pick up this girl, and you just get this.
Yes, I love the third verse where he goes, drunken monologues, confused because it's not like I'm falling in love, I just want to. Where it goes, that's exactly how you feel in the club. Where you go, okay, I just maybe I'll meet this girl, and then, it's so funny. It's very Alex Turner to do this, where he goes, he calls it number 1 party anthem, and then it's just the slowest track, and everybody goes, well,
what the fuck?
I mean, why not? Of course. It's a very fun track. I will say this is actually one of the few tracks that don't require like this. You could put this on in the background and it'll play perfectly nice at a dinner party or whatever, right? So in that sense, it's nice. But it's not one of the ones I listen to the most. I do like it a lot, actually. I find it very funny. But yeah,
you know what it also kind of reminds me of.
No,
in a very twisted, completely opposite way.
Yeah,
it's the fucking Lonely Island song with where to go. All right, and then Michael. I don't know.
Michael Bolton song. The Michael Bolton song. Yeah.
But
that was kind of weird. Opposite. But we're back in the club. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And about to show you love.
Yeah, exactly.
It has the same kind of lyrics.
Yes, exactly. I agree. Then we move to track 7, Mad Sounds.
I love that it's so upbeat. Yeah. It's because all of them are also very upbeat, but in a different type of way. This is like a happy upbeat.
Yes.
Almost feels like.
I mean, it's not as explosive as the first ones, but coming after number 1 party anthem, it is kind of quick.
For sure. Yeah, it's still slowish, but it's nice. But I just like the meaning of the song. It's just very nice. Just trying to believe in love again after a heartbreak, a love disappointment in your life. You're trying to avoid the pain, but someone along is screaming these mad sounds to you, and you gotta go again.
It's also about like how much you put into like music. I feel it's like how music can make you feel all sorts of things, right? And you attach your feelings to the music. It's almost in some sense the same as number 1 party anthem, where you need that banger of a track to go on the dance floor and dance with a girl. But here he just goes. It's you sit sometimes try to figure, but you just can't figure out what went wrong. Then out of nowhere, somebody comes and hits you with an ooh la la, and then then the song
also
fits
that
it.
part
Right?
is so nice.
Yeah, it is.
That's so nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very cute. Very cute.
Yeah. Exactly.
But also very catchy. The ooh la las are very catchy.
The ooh la la, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, very catchy.
Yeah.
And
the ooh la las will persuade you. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. It's not the longest track. It's a.
Oh no! Not. I mean, this whole album is like 40-ish minutes.
Yeah,
so
I think so.
That's
something like that.
For 12 songs, that's not like uber long. Yeah.
They kind of follow the 3 to 4 minute radio track kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Track number 8, Fireside.
Fireside.
Fucking
Fireside. Makes me feel like I'm in a fucking cowboy movie. I don't know why. These are my notes. I'm gonna give you my notes, and then you can talk.
That's great.
These are my notes. Sounds like I'm in a cowboy movie. Like this cowboy is finding it hard to move on from a person he once loved.
Yes.
And once even though you know it's the right thing to do. Like it's just like this hardened cowboy who's been heartbroken, but he has to move on from this failing relationship because it's doing right by his woman.
Except
it's so funny to me. I'm just imagining it. It's so good.
Except from the cowboy thing, I agree completely. It is fuck cowboy, man. Okay. Yes, he is definitely moving on, and I agree. It's like he tries to put on this hard front, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm a man's man kind of thing, but in the inside he goes, oh, hey, it hurts, but yes,
I love this track.
I love it because it's very once again, it's not what you would expect from the theme. The way they do the song, it is actually like kind of upbeat.
Right,
yes, well, like normally this would be the slowest song you could get, very soft spoken, a ballad sort of thing, right? Where I'm moving on. I know it's the right thing to do, and they definitely don't take that approach.
Exactly. No, exactly. I love it. I love this song so much.
It's very good. I agree.
Yeah. Just especially with the cowboy theme in my head is just amazing.
I like the bridge.
Brings it to another level.
The bridge and the instrumental break afterwards is really good, where they just go, I agree. It's very good, very good. The cowboy. And then, wait, I want to check something.
It's just the vibe I got. Yeah, what's up?
You're not wrong, because he does say in "Are You Mine," Lone Ranger riding through an open space. So there is some of a cowboy theme. I just remembered that.
Don't they have like American rock influence?
I mean definitely, and also the whole
I don't know. It's just the sound. I don't know why. It just sounds like a western.
Yeah, I agree with you. The guitar and stuff. Yeah. I think for this album, the frontman Alex Turner, who used to be very not cool, I guess you could say. He adopted a very rock and roll persona, and he started wearing leather jackets, and he had the pompadour hair, and he was named like maybe I think he was named the sexiest man alive or some stuff like that. Like, and he really was. He started riding a motorcycle, living in LA. He started dating models. He did all the things like a rock superstar was supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
So
that makes a lot of sense for which song is it? I Want It All, basically.
Yeah. So there's some truth in he's kind of a budding cowboy, I guess. So not wrong.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Then we move on to track 9. Yeah. Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High?
And my first note is this could have been a The Weeknd title.
Yes, it could. Yes, for sure.
Yeah. I love this song.
This song is so good.
Yeah.
The rhythm is so infectious. It's so catchy.
Yes.
That guitar, dum 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 dum. It's so catchy. It gets me every time. The verses is so cool.
The chorus is so sick.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so good.
yeah, what I gained from it is basically like him like again in his drunken paranoia just calling his ex or his girlfriend that he's with like
That could be
in a like inebriated state, and he's just trying to like for one more chance, but he's just making it worse for himself because the girl's like I think at the last chorus it's like or somewhere around there it's like you're starting to bore me.
yes.
Why you always call me when you're high? It's like she's so tired of it. So he's only making it worse by just constantly calling her.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think it's if you follow the like theme from the last song, right? He's left the girl, but obviously when he's drunk and he's high, and he's out at 3 a.m., he still wants her, right?
Yeah,
and he's decided I was just dreaming of bumping into you. He's kind of she doesn't want to be with him because he's high all the time. He's drunk.
Yep.
And this is literally we've all been there though, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Once again, the verse starts off. The mirror's image tells me it's time to head home. It's home time, and we've all been there. We've been in the club, right? You go to the bathroom and you go,
there.
This is rough. Time to go home.
Yeah.
But then the brain kicks in and goes, we could go one more drink.
Fun.
Yeah. And so
one more for the road, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's good. Yep. It's so good. And yes, the chorus is so catchy. The bridge is insane while he goes faster.
Yeah, that's so sick.
So
cool.
Very cool. And yes, exactly. And you're starting to bore me, baby. Why'd you only call me when you're high? And I love that. Did you read the genius annotation to the last line?
No.
It goes, can't blame the girl for getting sick of the all drunk dials, especially if it's 3 a.m. and she has to get up early. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody will get annoyed, right?
No,
so, you know.
Yep. For sure.
But yes, I love this track. It is like almost for me, I've played this as much as Do I Want to Know. It's really cool.
Fair enough.
Then we come to number 10, Snap Out of It.
This almost feels like a pop song to me.
Yes, yeah. It's very unlike the other tracks.
Yeah, exactly. It's like but yeah, I feel like this song again just holds like more meaning than you probably like instantly think of.
Yeah.
Because you know, it's this girl he once was with is now with another man, and or like entertaining another man, and she's getting like entranced or like completely enamored with what the other person has to offer, and he is like no, it's just good for now, but just snap out of it because it's not what it seems.
I think it's the other way around, actually. I think this is.
Is it? Do you think?
Yeah, I think this is him bringing home a one-night stand. And it's a girl that is really infatuated with him, but he still loves the girl from the other songs.
So he's telling himself to snap out of it.
No. He's telling her because it's like this. Imagine he's just been at the club. He's just called her at 3 a.m. She's not picking up. So what do? Well, you want to get with someone. So he picks up a girl that he probably knows and that is really into him. Then the next day or like some time after, she's really into him. And then she's calling him. That's verse 1, right? And that's why I think because the singing is so light, as if to mimic that it's a girl calling him and saying, what's been happening in your world, right? And then
could be.
In the end, he's telling her, no, snap out of it, because I'm not for you. We're not gonna. It's not gonna happen. I think that's for me. That's how it goes.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just how I've always viewed it, because he's saying this is like he thinks that as if he's telling someone else.
No, I could get it. I can see it. All right, what do you think about this song? Is it about him or is it about the girl? Let us know down in the comments below.
For sure.
as we move on to the next track.
It's the next. I should just finish up by saying I really like the rhythm of this track. This is really good. Like the
for sure.
It's very cool, and the chorus is very poppy, but it's also very, very enjoyable, very fun. Snap out of it, woo! And it just works. Yeah. So good.
Yeah. Yep.
But yes, track number 11, Knee Socks.
Knee Socks. Very catchy song. It's a very, very catchy song.
The guitars once again.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Very cool.
It's a very catchy song.
Yeah.
I feel like this song is kind of like a what could have been.
Yes.
Type of thing. Like I think I don't know if it's the chorus where he says, "You and me could have been like a team." Or could have been a team.
I think
had half of the king and the queen seat. Like the beginning of Mean Streets, You Could Be My Baby. Like it's almost like look what you're missing.
Yes,
like,
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes. When you know who's calling you, even though the number is blocked. When you walked around the house wearing my sky blue Lacoste and you're in these socks, it's
I mean, you could see like just this good. Oh man. It's a girl in a t-shirt.
Yes, exactly.
Just
right?
a t-shirt. Woo!
And knee socks. Damn. Yeah. We could all do with that, Yes, it is just. I agree. And the Brits once again, it's just Homie that sings with them on the. It's so cool. It's just such a cool track. And once again, he could have done this in a very ballady way or very heartbroken, like maybe more like acoustic guitar sort of way. But instead, this is just such a power way of doing it, right? Very funky, very cool, very catchy. Yes.
Yep.
Very, very good.
For sure.
And then the very, very divisive last track. I Wanna Be Yours. Yes.
Why is it divisive?
I'll tell you why after you tell me what you think about it.
Okay.
How about that?
So when I first listened to this whole album, I didn't necessarily want to listen to the lyrics that much. I just wanted to vibe to it. I love this track.
Yeah.
When I vibe to it. It gets me in a mood, a certain mood. I can't necessarily explain it. But it gets me in a certain mood. Then I listened to the lyrics, and it's fucking funny.
Yes.
I couldn't stop. I couldn't take it seriously anymore because I want to be a vacuum cleaner is funny as fuck.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be a coffee pot. Like, what are you saying, my man? And then I saw one comment that said, man, I want to be a vacuum cleaner. Modern day poetry. It makes me laugh. But what I did kind of get from it is he still cannot get over this woman. Yeah. He just wants to be her. He just wants to be hers.
Yes.
Yeah.
The whole song is based on a poem by John Cooper Clarke, and Alex Turner is a very big fan of John Cooper Clarke. And he reworked the poem to fit the song because it fits with the narrative, right? Now it's obviously divisive because the things he says is very strange, and John Cooper Clarke is a very divisive poet. Not necessarily it's everyone's taste. But like you say, if you just take the chorus, it's just so hauntingly beautiful, and it's something we can all get on a very basic level, where you just have that, can I please just love you? Can I just be yours? Can I just please? For sure. It's a beautiful track, and this went mega super viral on TikTok not too long ago, which is why I think it's now the second most played.
I feel like I don't remember on what.
I don't know.
Like, I don't remember how TikTok twisted it.
The song, I don't know even. Yeah,
I don't remember it.
Let us know below why did this like all of a sudden go super viral.
Yeah.
But
other than the first track, which we know how it went viral.
But yes,
I love this very beautiful song.
It's a wonderful track.
Yeah. Even though it's weird as hell, it's very funny.
Very strange, and
it's just very beautiful.
It just, it is just, it is such a basic and profound feeling. That we can all get it, even if it is expressed in a somewhat,
funny way,
uncommon way, I guess.
Yes. I mean, I could see it thinking about it, you could see it as like love making you like say weird shit.
No, but it is literally him just wanting to be his, wanting him to be her anything, her vacuum cleaner, her car, her car, and
it doesn't matter. I just want to be yours.
Yes,
no matter what the fuck it is. Yeah,
that's literally it, right? So on some sense, it's very cute and very but on one end, it's also vacuum cleaner, eh?
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair, you do you, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather be a person, but if you want to be a vacuum cleaner,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yep.
Now then, with all that, we are through the track list.
All right.
What was your biggest takeaway from this album? Before we do Fantano 1 to 10, and before we do any of that,
biggest takeaway. Yeah. As in, what do you mean?
Now, if you go to like Good Kid, Mad City, obviously the takeaway is it's a race. It's like a
right. Okay, that way. Yes. Okay. My biggest takeaway is my man has relationship issues and is and is
so true,
seeking therapy in making these songs.
Yes,
I feel that's kind of what my takeaway was.
For sure. There is you're bang on. There is a interesting interview where he's asked about it, and he says, yes, I wrote about girls. I haven't found a way to get around that yet. And I think that's very how it goes, right? For me, this was an eye-opening, like sort of rock isn't dead kind of moment when I listened to this album, because this is very quintessential rock at a time where rock was really out of the picture as a genre in general, right?
Fair.
It was. If people wanted to listen to heavies like stuff, it was dubstep at this point. Skrillex was all the hype.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And the pop Katy Perry stuff was dominating. Taylor Swift dominating. And so I feel like this was like a respite. There was like a brief oasis where you go, this is artistry on another level from a group that is analog and they to this day they don't have any social media, any of them, and all the channels is being run by one of their team, so it's not like they're not living in the same age as we are. They literally just
they literally did a clear to rock.
Exactly. Almost, right? That's how I feel. Almost.
That's funny. I could see that.
Now then, the Fantano 1 to 10.
The 1 to 10.
The 1 to 10.
I am gonna put this as I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
That's solid. Very solid.
Rock isn't my complete cup of tea.
No, I mean,
I do enjoy rock from time to time. Like I love how it sounds. But the whole it's a very good album. There is some bits that I don't necessarily like. It's just meh. But yeah, it's a very good album, and it's fucking classic songs. They even though you don't listen to rock, have still heard, which says something. But yeah, 8.5 out of 10.
That's very solid.
Yeah.
I debated whether I should give this a 10 or not. I'm not going to, because I think there are a few tracks that are
even though it's your favorite album, you're not going to give it a 10.
It is probably not my most favorite album of all time. I think that would probably be something like Plastic Beach from Gorillaz or something like that. But this is a 9.5 for me. It is as close to perfection as we get without it, because I feel like you say, I Want It All, not the strongest track. I also think Mad Sounds is kind of, but the themes are so iconic and cultural, and everybody knows them. The execution, and I think there are some people that probably don't like his voice and his dialect, where he eats a lot of the vowels, right? But I love it. I think it's very
I think honest. He sounds amazing.
It's so good. And yes, for me, it is one of the albums that has the most replay value, where you can put on any of these songs and it just works. It is perfect. Okay, so with that out of the way, your top three songs.
Top 3 song.
Coming in at number 3.
Why do you always call me when you're high?
Solid, respectable.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Amazing song.
Yep.
Number 2. Have you ever titty fucked your sister? Do I want to know? Number 2.
Yeah.
Do I want to know? Number 2. Amazing song. Number 1. Yeehaw, Cowboys! We're going Fireside. Yeah.
It's great.
I love Fireside. It's I've had it on for the whole day today.
That's cool.
Like it's been great. Yeah.
Wonderful. That's good.
What about you?
I go number 3. One for the Road.
Oh, okay.
But shout out honorable mention to Arabella. Those two are for me
banger.
Very close. Then number 2, Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High, and then number 1, Do I Want to Know.
Yeah.
I will say though, Are You Mine is for me the most explosive single, like the most explosive, where it goes into the drums and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
I
very
agree.
cool.
Yep.
Now, I just looked this up because I wanted to see. This could be our most played album up until now.
What do you mean?
Like how many plays the album has?
Let me guess.
Do you want to guess?
Yeah. Top 3 guess?
Yes, do it.
Number 1 is obviously Do I Want to Know?
Yes.
Obviously has to be.
Almost 1.7 billion plays.
Billion?
Yeah.
Yes. Is this like what is the most played track on Spotify? That's getting close to it, no?
That is Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. I think that's 3.3 billion, so it's like half that. But I think it's top 20 of all time. I think
that's like a third of the whole world has listened to Blinding Lights once. That's madness.
Let me just look this up because yes, Blinding Lights 3.5 billion right now. Then that Shape of You 3.4 billion. Then there's a big drop. Then it goes down to 2.8 and such. But yes.
Wow, that is madness.
Yes, it is really crazy.
Jesus.
Do I Want to Know is currently the 74th most played track on all of Spotify.
Madness. Second one is it's one of 2. Why'd You Always Call Me When You're High?
Yes.
Sick. Then so number 3 for me is then I Want to Be Yours.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, I got it.
But the reason I say that is all 3 of them are above 1 billion.
What? Okay, well that's madness.
Yeah, Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High is almost at 1.2 billion, and I Want to Be Yours is almost at 1.1 billion.
That is probably almost unheard of to have 3 songs
that crazy.
Are that fucking whoa.
Yes. Not only that, Are You Mine is on 800 million, so that's almost getting up there as well.
Yeah.
And Arabella has 444 million.
Yeah, still. Jesus.
So I think we're way above 3. I think we're at 4 billion plays on this, maybe even 5 billion play streams on this album alone.
Yeah, wow.
So it's insane. It is a cultural.
That is amazing.
It is one of the milestones in cultural history, right?
See that.
It's insane.
Yeah. Wow.
So with that, let us know below. What do you think of AM? Is it hot or not, as they say?
Did you like it? Did you love it?
Transition.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
I have. It is quite, like, from what I've seen, it's quite a divisive album, isn't it? Like, a lot of people love it, a lot of people don't like it.
I think this is the most commercial they sounded. The Arctic Monkeys are known for changing their sound up for almost every album, and so up until this point they had to a varying degree played more fast pace, clean rock, and then they went to this, and now the last 2 albums have been without guitar, almost all, like there's been almost no guitar at all. Alex Turner has written all the songs on piano instead. And I will say I love that as well. The last few albums have been great for me because I love all sorts of music, but I can understand if you loved the Monkeys from the first album, this
won't like this much.
This is a reach for you, for sure.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, all right. On to
the last call. Cheerios, my good sirs.
All right, motherfuckers, it's time for the last call. We have rocked out on the dance floor tonight. So, if anything, we still need them digits because, we love y'all to get some loving. Don't turn out like my boy Alex, Don't be heartbroken. Don't be a bitter little bitch.
Not good.
And just go for the loving. You'll be good. Anyway, let's call. We love to get a little deep. We love to get a little controversial sometimes. Yeah. We love to get a little bit philosophical even, I would say.
Ooh.
Now, first, as we have done for the last 2 episodes, I want to give a little shout out to a comment we've had.
Yes, do it.
So, on our last podcast, we reviewed Scaring the Hose by Jetpack Mafia and Danny Brown. And I put up a TikTok of our ranking of the album, and _Mimikyu, which is a Pokemon, for those who don't know, fun little fact, has commented, for me, this is a 10 out of 10.
Interesting.
And because when I was thinking about it, because I gave it a 7.5, because I thought it could get a little bit much sometimes, and you gave it a 5.
I think so, right? I think so.
Yeah. Which to each his own, obviously. But I could definitely see if you are scatterbrained and you have a lot of attention span, like not a lot of attention span to everything, and you love everything going on all at once. The verses are great. The beats are very good and very nicely produced by Jetpack Mafia. I could see it as a 10.
For sure.
For other people. I mean, obviously, music is very subjective.
But that's the whole point about the 1 to 10. It's how enjoyable was it for you as a person, right? So I wholly respect that people can view it as a 10. More power to you.
Yep, for sure. All right, now on to the main question.
Here we go.
And this one is very thought-provoking because would you rather?
Oh no!
It's a would you rather?
Here we go.
Win the lottery or work at your dream job?
I guess if you say win the lottery, we're talking millions and millions, and
you would not be able to work anymore.
Win the lottery. I would win the lottery. Yeah.
Oh, how come?
Very selfish, because I feel like there is so much of the world I want to explore.
Oh, okay.
And also, the more kind of homey feeling is that I wanna pass it on, and if you win the lottery, and that is generational wealth that you could pass on to children and children's children, and and that would be worth more for me than me only enjoying my. But I think in general, I have the view that I definitely want to do something I love for a job, but I also am very aware that for me it will always just be a job. I'm not the type of guy that identifies with my work. And if you do that, more power to you, and I have no ill will against people that do. And I'm not sure that I don't think one is better than the other or anything, but for me it is. I enjoy my time off, and I want to enjoy that.
Fair enough.
How about you?
Well, I obviously, for me it's the same. It is winning the lottery, but not because I wouldn't want to do my dream job.
No,
because
exactly.
For me, a dream job, let's say a dream job scenario, would be that I would be able to do what I want, whenever I want, from home with the people I love. That is for me a dream job. So like, either I have an amazing like job that I could just do from home on my own time or whatever the fuck, or it's doing content for like a podcast or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
If that would be a job, then that would be definitely a thing that you could do with a lottery, because that will give you the financial freedom to do whatever the fuck you want. So for me, it is also winning the lottery. And like you said, I would love to just take a few years off and just go everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Go everywhere. And if I don't like a place, I will go live somewhere else for a few years.
Yeah.
It's you can do so much with winning that amount of money, and not just for yourself, but for a lot of people that you love and care about.
Yes.
I feel like will give a lot more satisfaction than having a quote unquote dream job.
I feel like there are some gray areas, and like on one hand, it would be absolutely wonderful to secure your family for, let's say, 10 generations or however much.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, there is also some valuable things that you have to go through if you don't have wealth, like learning how much money is worth, in the sense that how much it takes to earn.
How much a dollar costs.
How much a dollar costs. And that gets lost if you just pass it on. So you would have to find a way to make sure that just because your family is now privileged enough to have your money, they don't get lazy and shit it all away.
No, for sure, no.
So, but yes, I agree, and I think this is just in general one of the best things you can do for yourself as a human being is travel and experience other cultures, and so
100%.
Whatever affords you the ability to do that, whether that is working full time and saving money for that, or if you're privileged enough to have money, spending it on educating yourself in other cultures is probably some of the best spent money you will ever spend.
That is probably the best money you can spend. Yeah,
I agree.
Yep, I fully agree. Yep, very interesting. Very interesting. Yep.
I guess that's it.
I judging from that silence, I think so. All right, people. So, what's up?
No, it's just
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's the first time we've had that. I just reflected on that. It's the first time we've just both gone.
Huh? I see. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, anyway, people, what would you rather do? And I'm pretty sure that 99% of you would want to win the lottery, especially nowadays where money is hard to come by and everything is expensive as fuck.
Goddamn inflation.
Fucking hell, man. It's so weird. Anyway, so let us know down in the comments below. We would love to hear your opinions. Follow us on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Like always, subscribe because we want to see that 100.
Yes, and ring the bell.
That's the first goal. Get to 100. We're a third of the way there. So let's keep it pushing. We love it.
Pushing.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me. Yes. Obviously, comment. We always love comments, as Joey used to say. Obviously, as much as we can, we will shout you out if you have a nice comment, a nice observation, a nice point.
For sure. So, with that being said, as I said in the previous weeks, don't walk out on us yet. Walk out with us to the after hours. I love it. Where we have a bit of a looser conversation about whatever the fuck we feel like. So, with that being said, see you there.
See you there, people. Bye-bye.
Bye.